In today's tutorial, I'll be teaching and you'll be learning how to draft an easy corset pattern from scratch with this well-detailed step-by-step pattern drafting tutorial. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to draft a corset accurately, including the measurements. So if this is what you're interested in learning, let's get into the video. So what you will need is your pattern paper. So let's get started. Now you can see here I've gone ahead to fold my pattern paper. This pattern paper is on fold, and the first thing I'll go ahead and do is to rule out my starting line, which is also going to serve as our shoulder line. Now this is where all our measurements are starting from. From that point, I'll go down by my bust line, which is 10 inches. I'll also come down by my under bust line, which is 13 inches, and lastly I'll come down by my waistline, which is 16 inches. I'll come to this other side of the pattern paper and just mark exactly the same thing. And why I'm marking it is just to get a straighter line. Now I'll just mark 10 inches for my bust line, my under bust line is 13 inches, and lastly my waistline is 16 inches. Now that I've marked this, the next thing I'll go ahead and do is to use my pattern master to just connect all these points together to just give us a line like this. So you can see this is why I just marked it on the 2 points, just to get a straighter line. See what I'm doing here. So I'm just connecting the lines together. So I've connected the bust line, the under bust line, and lastly our waistline. Guys, so this is what we have. Now I'll label it so that you don't get confused. So it's our bust line, under bust line, and lastly our waistline. Now that we have done this, the next thing I'll go ahead and do is to come to this shoulder line here. I told you this shoulder line is also our starting line, so I just labeled the shoulder line so that you understand. Now I'll place my tape on this shoulder line and I'll be taking my shoulder measurements divided by 2. And from that point, I'll be coming down by 1 inch from my shoulder slant. And from the shoulder line also, I'll be going by 3 inches from my neck width. Now guys, we are not using this upper body measurement. This one I'm just doing, but it's just like a guide to what we are creating. I hope you understand. So from this point, I'll be going down by my armhole depth, which is 7 inches. To get yours, what you have to do is your round bust measurement divided by 6 plus extra 1.5 inches. So the next thing I just went ahead to do is to use my pattern master to just connect this line here. And now this line is our chest line. So we have our chest line, bust line, and under bust line, and waistline. Now on this point here, I'll just get the midpoint, come in by 1/2 inch, and on the chest line, I'll just mark my round bust measurement divided by 4. So what I'm just doing is to get our armhole. I told you guys this is just like a guide. We are not going to use this upper part. I'm just doing. Now that I've done that, the next thing I'll do is to come to this chest line here. I'll be marking my nipple to nipple measurements divided by 2. Now my nipple to nipple measurement is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So on our chest line, on the bust line, and last on our waistline, I'll just be marking 3.5 inches. Now I'm done doing that. I'll just go ahead and just connect all those points together to give us a straight line, just the way you can see here, guys. So this is it here. So right now, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to place my tape from this bust line to the under bust line. Now whatever I have, you can see mine is 3 inches. So whatever you have, you're going to be marking a circle all the way around. So see what I'm just doing here. Like this is just the easiest way to do it. So just make sure that the beginning of your tape doesn't leave the point you started from. You can see it here. So you just have to be careful and you'll be able to do it just like this. So you can see it here. You can see the round circle I made using this here, like this. You can see. Alright, now the next thing I'll go ahead and do is to come to this waistline here, and I'll be taking 0.75 inch. Now if you are more busty than me, you can take 1 inch. So I'm just using 0.75 inches so that it will like fit properly, like exactly. Now I told you if you are more busty than me, use 1 inch. Now that I have done that, you can see that I connected that 0.75 inch to the top there. And now so what I'm just doing with my pattern master, making just a little curve on this point here. Guys, please pay attention carefully. So you see here, and now I'll also go ahead and connect this line here over to that dotted circle line that top there. Now that we have done this, I'll come to this point here and I'll also mark 0.75 inch there, and on this other side I'll mark exactly the same thing, 0.75 inch. Guys, now that we have done this, I'll go ahead and also just connect this little curve here the same way we did for the down part. So you can see here, I'll do it there, and I'll also come to this other point and I'll do exactly the same thing. Guys, I hope you are seeing. So this is it here. Now that we have done this, the next thing I'll go ahead and do is to come to this point here. That is this chest line here. Now you can go up above the chest line or you can come down. But just take note that if you go up, your upper chest area will be more covered. But if you go down, it will be more open, like deeper. So I hope you understand. Now guys, I'll just use my chest line exactly as you can see. And I went out by 0.5 inch, that is half inch. And take note, you can go out by 0.75 inch or even 1 inch, but just know that it will be more open at the midpoint. Guys, I hope you understand me. Now from that 0.5 inch I came out by, I just went ahead to connect it to that point there. Then at this upper part, you see where I placed my pattern master, and I'll just go ahead and connect also from that 0.5 inch to meet that point there. Guys, I hope you can see. Now you'll notice by this side here, there's about half inch. And to make sure our cup is not smaller when we are done, I'll come to this other point here, and from this bust line, I'll be going out by 0.5 inch, that is half inch. And now I will be connecting with my pattern master from that point there to meet this other point. Guys, please pay attention carefully. After doing that, I'll also be connecting from my bust line to meet this chest line at that point there. Guys, I hope you can see. So just watch carefully. So that's why I said that upper part was like a guide. We're not going to be using that part. It's just a guide for what we are doing. Now, after I was done doing that, I'll be connecting from this point here to meet that other point. And this is it here. So guys, the next thing we'll go ahead and do is to start taking our round body measurements. Now on this chest line, I'll be taking my round bust measurement divided by 4. On the bust line, I'll also do the same thing, my round bust measurement divided by 4. And on my under bust line, I'll be taking my round under bust measurement divided by 4. And lastly, on my waistline, I'll be taking my round waist measurement divided by 4. Now, I'll go ahead, come to this chest line and replace this that is here, guys. I hope you can see that is 1.5 inches. I'll just replace it at that point. Now, on the under bust, I'll do exactly the same thing. I'll just replace it here. And lastly, on the waistline, I'll also do exactly the same thing and just replace it at this point. Now that we have done this, I'll just use my pattern master to just connect all the points together. So from this chest line, I'll connect to the under bust line, and lastly, I'll connect from the under bust line to the waistline like this. Now I'll go ahead and add extra allowance for stitching. This is for stitching allowance, so I'm just adding 2 inches from the chest line, under bust line, and lastly to the waistline. So now that we have added stitching allowance, we are not going to add any stitching allowance again to our fabric when we are cutting it, because we have added on our pattern paper. And now we are done doing this, if you don't want your armhole to be straight like that, what you have to do is just from this point here, guys, please pay attention. I will just be giving it a little bit of armhole curve from that point to this other point. So this is it, guys. Now the next thing we are going to do is just to cut it out. So I'll just be canceling the parts we are going to be cutting. So guys, let's start cutting. So I'll start from the waist part here, the waistline, and I'll also cut the side, guys, and also the armhole part here. So just watch exactly how I'm cutting mine so that you cut yours exactly like this. I hope you're paying attention. So guys, I almost started cutting this point before I remember that we are supposed to use this to draft the back part, so I just stopped. So just watch exactly what I'm doing and just follow carefully. So see the way I cut the upper part and the side. So now I've brought another folded pattern paper and I'll place this exactly on it like this. Now, this is what I'm going to do first. I'll be marking our zipper allowance. Now, you can use a 1 inch zipper allowance, but I'm just marking 1.5 inches for my zipper allowance like this. So I'll just connect. I'll just label it the zipper allowance so that you just know. Now that we have done that, I'll be placing the front part here. After that zipper line that is there, I'll place it on it like this, guys. Please pay attention so that you don't make any mistakes. So I'll just make sure it's well placed on it like this. So I'll go ahead and just pin the two pieces down so that it doesn't shift when I'm taking the measurement. So first things first, I'll be marking the dot line first on the other pattern paper, that is for the back, for our back piece. So I'll just mark it like this. So we have marked our dot, and now I'll just trace exactly the armhole, guys. I'll be tracing exactly, and also the side. I'll go ahead and trace exactly what is on the side on that pattern paper. And now, guys, for this other side here, this totally depends on how you want your back to be. So now you can use the exact same length with your front side, but for me, I'll be coming down by 1 inch from the chest line for my, that is where I want my back, how low I want my back to start from. You can go lower than that, guys, or you can just use exactly the same with what you have on your front. But I just went down by 1 inch from my chest line. Now you can see the way I'm just connecting from that my back part to meet the armhole there, and now you can see I'm just connecting the dots. And guys, I hope you can see what it's looking like. Now our back part is almost ready. I'll just come to this point here and just extend it into the zipper line, and this is it. So I'll just be cutting exactly what we have. So see the side here, I'm just cutting out what we traced out, the armhole and the upper part here. You can see it here, guys. So this is what we have for the back part. I hope you can see. So I'll go ahead now and bring the front part and cut it exactly this way. So what exactly how I'm cutting mine? So we're going to continue from where we're cutting. So you can see here, I've cut out this part here, and I'll also come to this point here and I'll also cut it out. So please pay attention to what I'm doing. I'll come to this other side also and I'll be cutting it out. So we are not using this part here because that part I cancelled bad. We're not using that part, so I'll just drop that aside. I'll just cut this other part here, guys, just like this. And this is it. Here we have our front piece and our back piece ready. So I labeled it so that when you're sewing, it's good to label it so that you don't misplace it where it's not. You're supposed to place it where the one is and where the two is. So just that is why I did that numbering. So guys, this is all for the drafting of our corset. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please do well to like this video, share this video to someone who you think will find it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please do well to turn on your notifications so you'll be among the first to be notified whenever I upload new amazing tutorials. I hope I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.